guys, it's Sarah, and today we are starting the next series vlog. I am currently hiding out in my daughter's room because they are taking down trees literally right behind our backyard, and it's very, very loud in most of my house. This is kind of the room that's the farthest away. I can close the door. So I'm hiding out in here to do this vlog clip because I want to get started on my first book, and so I thought it'd be fun to just start it out in here because it's kind of my only option. But this time we are going to focus on finishing series. The first one is Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. 980 pages, you guys. We're doing it. This is the 7th and final book in the Throne of Glass series. I read book number 6 in November of 2020. So it's been a bit since I have read from the series. I have looked at refreshers to kind of remember things that have been happening and where we are in this world right now. And I'm excited to get back to it. I'm excited to finish it. This has been one that has just really been like screaming at me, like, why haven't you finished me, Sarah? We're doing it now. So huge. It's going to take me a while to get through. I'm totally okay with that. I'm not in a rush. I just want to read it and savor it, and I cannot wait to get back to Rowan, who's my favorite character. So I really want to get back to this. So that's happening. This is first. I am actually also doing a spoilery vlog for this book because I have been doing spoilery vlogs for the entire Throne of Glass series, and this is the last one that I need to do. So there will be a separate reading vlog for this book specifically where I talk spoilers. I talk about the people that I cast in my head as these characters, and I will go through like what's happening in the book as I'm reading it. So that is going to be spoilery filled, but separate. This one will not be spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers, like this is where you need to be. But if you want to see all the spoilers, there will be a reading vlog for that as well, which probably by the time this goes up, that should be up as well. So if it is, I'll leave it linked down below. But yeah, so whew, this one's going to be a doozy, but I'm so excited. And yeah, just to have this series finally completed and read and all that stuff is exciting. But I will update you when I'm about at the halfway point and let you know what my overall thoughts are with no spoilers again. And yeah, so we are going to finish a series. I'm so excited. Okay, so pardon us, I obviously just got out of the shower. We're on spring break right now, so we don't really have much of a schedule. But I am officially halfway through Kingdom of Ash right now. Okay. I'm bored. I'm really bored, and I'm bummed about being bored because this is like fantasy. Last book in the series, like everything's coming to a close and everything's coming to a head and you know all that stuff, but I'm bored. I am 500 pages into this book and there's been like maybe 3 really good scenes. That's it. It's a lot of traveling. A lot of non-action, which it's interesting because, you know, there's traveling, which is important because everyone's coming together and they're coming from different places and you kind of see that and that's fine. But like, it could have been condensed so much. And there's some repetitive things happening as well. And I'm just like, okay, I just read like something exactly like this. Or there's characters that are just doing the same things over and over. And I'm just like, why are you not learning? So I don't know. I'm like struggling. I'm really struggling with this book. And I'm going to keep going and push through and finish it. And I'm hoping the second half of this book picks up a whole lot and like will end on a high for me. But like right now, I'm shocked that it's taking me, I've been reading this book for at least 2 weeks. And there have been a couple days where I didn't even have the desire to pick it up. Yeah, I don't know. I considered maybe just listening, like finishing it on audio, but I was like, no, you've read the entire series with your eyeballs, finish it out with your eyeballs. It's totally fine. So I'm going to finish it out. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I'm not forcing myself either. So like if I'm not feeling it for that day or whatever, I don't pick it up because I don't want to get into a slump, and I have a bad feeling this would put me into a slump if I try to force it. So, but yeah, I'm really, really surprised that this is just not doing it for me. So I really hope the second half picks up. It has to, right? Like, it has to. We all know where it's going. We all know like what this whole series has been leading up to. So it's got to be good. But like right now I'm just okay. And even a couple of like, we're going through some battle scenes, you know, here and there. And even a couple of the battle scenes, I was just like, all right, like whatever. So it's just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it, but yeah, so that's my official update right now. I'll let you know when I'm finished. I hope it doesn't take too long. But halfway through, it's just kind of not doing it for me right now. Hey guys, I finished Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. This took me a month to read. I started this on April 15th and nope, March 15th. Today is April 17th and I just finished it. So it took me a long time. Without giving any spoilers, wasn't my favorite. I will say, I think this one and Tower of Dawn were my least favorite in the series, and those are the last two books. So that's interesting. I'm giving it 3 stars. I just felt like it was slow. I felt like it was slow, and the action really didn't pick up until the very end of the book, like the very end. And by then I was just kind of over everything and I just wanted it to be done. Because I had read, you know, 700-800 pages of a whole lot of nothing. Like there were some battles here and there, but they weren't super exciting or whatever. So I don't know. It was weird. Yeah. I do have a spoilery vlog of this book as well. So if you've read the book and you want to know more in-depth thoughts of mine throughout my reading experience, I'll link that down below. I've already posted that, but obviously don't watch it if you haven't read the book yet because I spoil everything for you. But yeah, so for this vlog, I'm done with it. That is book number 1. We are going into a week right now where I have some other reading obligations to work on first, and then probably the week after that I will pick up my next book, and I don't know what it's going to be yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to be in the mood for. We're going to see. I have some options picked, so, but I will let you know as soon as I pick one, and we will keep on going from there. Hey guys, okay, I am ready to start my next series. Now, I'm continuing on with this theme of finishing some series, and I am going to read Lightbringer by Legrand, which is the 3rd book in the EMPIRIUM trilogy. I need to refresh on what happened in the last book, Kingsbane, because it's been a bit since I've read it. First book is called Furyborn, which I adored. I didn't like Kingsbane quite as much, so I'm hoping this will just be a really good, solid ending to this trilogy. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to read. This is a young adult fantasy, 2 queens, 2 different timelines, but they are definitely connected. So, and they have a common, I want to say enemy, but he's like a frenemy, if you will. He's very involved in both of their lives and very much responsible for how their lives are going, and he's present with both of them. So it's really interesting because they're 2 different timelines. So, but yeah, this is a big one. Hopefully it will not take me as long as that Kingdom of Ash did, but I am going to refresh myself on this one. So I need to go read a couple of, or I need to just go read a very spoilery synopsis of the 2nd book. First one I'm good, but second one, like, I just need to kind of refresh. So funny story, my daughter Layla picked that for me. And I had picked a couple of books that would be relevant for this vlog, and I just could not, for the life of me, make a decision right now, and I don't know what it is. There's been a lot going on, and a lot of things that have been kind of throwing me off a little bit, which is just life, right? That happens every so often. And I'm just having a really hard time making a decision about my reading, because I'm making decisions in other areas, and then when it comes to my reading, I'm like, like just another decision to make, so I don't like it. So when I get like that, I make my kids do it. I'm like, here's some books that I could read for a video that I'm doing, you tell me. And Layla picked that one. I was like, okay, done. I'm gonna go ahead and start this so I can finish another trilogy. So I will let you know when I'm about at the halfway point, and we're gonna finish this up. I'm really excited. Hey guys, all right, update. I am halfway through Lightbringer, like exactly at the halfway point. Just slam myself in the eye with that. Okay, so this is definitely going faster than Kingdom of Ash did. However, I'm still kind of a little bit underwhelmed. I'm at the halfway point and I'm just a little like, okay, I'm kind of ready for some more action. I'm ready for like really finding out exactly what's going on. So it's not boring, but it's just a lot of book that I'm feeling like some of these books are just a little bit too long. Like, it doesn't need to be this long. And I definitely felt that way with Kingdom of Ash too. So it's interesting. But I do like where the story's going. We are in, two different timelines, like we have been through the entire series. I'm liking the current timeline, or the more modern timeline, a little bit more than I have in the past two books. So that's kind of good, because some more things are happening with our character in the more modern timeline. So that has definitely been interesting. And yeah, but I'm really getting to a point where, like, I want some reveals. I want some things. I want a little bit more information about what's actually happening. I feel like it's just intentionally keeping us in the dark a little bit, and I'm kind of just wanting to know. So that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. So it's going, but it's not unputdownable, and it's not completely keeping my attention a whole lot. So it's taking me, again, longer than I would like to read it. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm hoping maybe I can finish this up in the next week or two. Like, reading another half of this book, reading another almost 300 pages. So we'll see how it goes and how it ends up all panning out in the end. Hey guys. Okay. I finished Lightbringer by Claire Legrand, and okay, I feel very conflicted about this one. For the most part, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed where it went. I enjoyed how it ended. So the story in itself was really good. I just feel like I got really bogged down by the details, to the point where probably the last quarter of this book, I was kind of skimming some paragraphs because there were so many details in it, and I just felt like it was just taking me forever to get through. And I really felt like I just wanted to be done. So that was weird, because this is one of my favorite authors and I've loved every single one of her books. And it's not that I disliked it. I just maybe am not feeling YA fantasy right now. And then I read two huge YA fantasies that took me forever to get through. And I feel like I should have loved more than I did, because they're series enders. Those should be technically the best books, you know what I mean? Because you're wrapping everything up. So part of me feels let down by this, but at the same time, when I think about it as a whole, it was a good book. So I don't know, it might have been more my personal reading experience with it. So I'm giving it a 4. It's probably more of a 3.5, but I don't feel like I can give it a 3. because part of it was my reading experience, and that's not the book's fault. Like, it's not the book's fault that I read this when I wasn't in the mood for YA fantasy and when we were going through a little bit of a stressful time. So like, that's on me. That's not on the book. But then again, I was kind of skimming some paragraphs when I was feeling bogged down by the details. I would kind of just skip to the next dialogue and kind of let the story keep going from there. So it was interesting, but I finished it. So 2 series down. 1 big 7-book series, 1 trilogy, and I'm going to call that good for now because neither one of those really met my expectations. So I think I'm just going to call it good and quit while I'm ahead. And that's going to be it for this series reading vlog. So I have ideas for what my next one is going to be, and it's not going to include any fantasy. So that's the hint I'm going to give you, but I do have an idea. I'm going to read a couple other books first, and then I'll probably get started on that. So, yeah. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day.